we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the opening possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On target to the left. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Well, their success running the ball really helped them there on that fourth down because they dialed up the bootleg. Lots of people on defense thought it was the back who had the ball. That was just real easy pitch and catch for the quarterback out on the perimeter, and now we've got a fresh set of downs.
Grab behind the line. It's Vick. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short.
42 Spider.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Steps away. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So Ole Miss offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers.
Hits the afterburners. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the running back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Fires to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes the grab past the marker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed...
There he goes!
Man, I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run. I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's hard to stop Greg Brown. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Caught. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that short completion now sets up a big third down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field. But you get the feeling a critical third down now. They need something good to happen, putting a lot of trust in their quarterback to make the right decision and make the big play.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. Moving past the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got his man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Gets it to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
That's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. A design run for the quarterback. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Little. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Takes the easy one to the back. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Fears the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes a pass to Marker. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the returner will be brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He'll take it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Brings into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. The give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's complete to the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out quickly. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the fourth.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll run the option. The give on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead, now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and trying to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
This is a big moment for too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Gets it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back. And the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The lone back's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, at this situation in the game now, with the lead, you know the offense is just going to try and run the football, bleed the clock, and ice this game.
And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance.
All right, you know what the offense is trying to accomplish. They're trying to run that clock, so we got to find a way to get the stop.
Sneaks it into the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting.
There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Working that left side. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He's looking to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. One last incompletion, and that'll do it.